Hey everyone, let's talk about Emily Henry. It's pretty impressive. She's written 5 books in the last 5 years, and all 5 of them have been optioned or are in production already for an adaptation. That's pretty incredible. If you've never read an Emily Henry, what are you waiting for? I don't know. They're so good. They're so accessible. I feel like anyone would like them. I never really hear anybody say anything bad about them. I know people have favorites over others, but they're good. So let's talk about the 5, and I'll tell you about the adaptations that are in the works for each one. So the first one, the one that's coming out the soonest, is People We Meet on Vacation. And it has a cast, including Emily Bader from My Lady Jane, Tom Blythe, Molly Shannon, Jamila Jamil, Lucas Gage. And it is being co-written by Yulin Kwong, who wrote How to End a Love Story. It looks like this is going to be a movie, and it will be released on Netflix next year. This is the only one of her collection that I have not read yet. It's on my TBR. For some reason, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But it's about 2 friends who have very little in common. They live far apart, but they spend one vacation a year together. I'm guessing they end up together. I should read that one soon. Next, Yulin Kwong is also set to both adapt and direct Beach Read as a film. There's no release date yet for that. Beach Read is about an author with writer's block who decides to take herself to a secluded place on Lake Michigan to write, and finds she is next door to a notoriously unpleasant but successful author of darker books. So they challenge each other to write in each other's genres, and soon, their grumpy sunshine dynamic leads to love. I liked this one because it's about writing, and the FMC is just really relatable to me, as are most of Emily Henry's FMCs, to be honest. So there you go. Next is Book Lovers. That is being adapted as a film, and the writer is Sarah Hayward, who wrote on Girls and Modern Love. So clearly she knows what she's doing. That's good because Book Lovers, I think, is still my favorite, and so I want that to be adapted well. It is about a very competitive literary agent who is convinced by her sister to spend a holiday in a small town, and there she runs into Charlie, a very haughty and broody Darcy-esque book editor she knows from the city. Their banter is superb. So good. I'm excited for that one. Next up is Happy Place. This one was optioned by J.Lo and will be a series on Netflix, which is kind of cool. There are no stars yet and no director, no release date, but it is coming. This one is about a couple that have been together since college. When they agree to go on their yearly trip to Maine with their group of friends, they don't tell anyone that they have recently broken up. So then there's like forced proximity. It's a second chance romance. I know not everyone likes this book. It's been a while since I read it. I remember really liking it, but like in comparison with her other ones, I think maybe people think this feels like the youngest of her books, like the least mature, if you will. And so that might be why people don't love it as much as the other ones. I still thought it was really good. I remember really liking it. The last one is Funny Story, which just came out recently, and Emily Henry herself is going to adapt this one as a film. There's no director yet. This one is about Daphne, whose fiance leaves her for his childhood best friend Petra. With nowhere to live and not enough money to rent a place by herself, as she's a children's librarian. Yes, that's a career apparently. She decides to move in with Petra's ex, who Petra left for Daphne's fiance. Yeah. And they commiserate themselves into love. It's a great friendship to love. So going through all these plots, writing them down and kind of remembering them all, they do feel like there's a familiar formula here, but looking back at them, it didn't feel that way to me. Even though there is sort of a formula of, somebody being out of their comfort zone and being in forced proximity with someone, they all have their own personalities. If you haven't read Emily Henry, do yourself a favor. They may not blow you into the next galaxy with their sweeping great American novelness, but it's impossible not to fall in love with her characters, who, despite being in similar situations, are very different and all very vivid. Let me know who your favorite Emily Henry book boyfriend is. For me, it's probably Charlie. He's the most Darcy, and I love that. But Miles from Funny Story is a close second. So let me know who your favorite is and how you feel about these if you've read them. And I will see you next time. Bye.